we're trying to do essentially here today is we want to educate the Windsor community. We want to start by thanking them because many of them have expressed support for what we're doing. Many of them are our friends and they've seen what we share on social media. They've seen the hunger, the violence, the lack of medicine that our country's going through, the injustice, the oppression. They've seen that because of the videos that we've shared. But what I want to say today is that we're not here to have an ideological battle with anyone. We're here to make an announcement and say that we need our communities to help us. We need the Western Hemisphere. As I explained to you earlier, if we are at home and we are having problems in our home and our kids are being neglected and they're starving and there's violence happening in the home, as my neighbor, I would hope that you would get the neighbors together, all the neighbors in the neighborhood, and come and intervene and say what is happening here, or at least get the authorities to help stop the issue happening in Venezuela. We know that this is a humanitarian crisis. We don't want to talk about ideology. What we do want to talk about is a transition of government. We need to call for new elections. We need to rescue our country back. And for those that are saying hands off Venezuela, this is what I have to say to them. Would you tell a person who was kidnapped to save themselves? Because that's exactly what's happened to Venezuela. Venezuela has been kidnapped by a group of criminals that are using the country's wealth to fill their own pockets. And they're letting people starve and medicine as a result of it. Millions, billions of dollars have come in from China and from Russia. Our country should not be in this position. So we want to establish old relationships with the United States, with Canada, with the Western Hemisphere, just like we used to during the times of the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s when the economy of Venezuela was booming. That's what we want. We want to go back. We need to get rid of this criminal regime. That's all I can say.